Connor D, back in the YouTube chat. If you had to be a coach for any professional sport and you had to go 500 on the season or suffer violent consequences, what sport would you choose? Okay, interesting. Let's go through them. I think hockey, the coach, like there are little things a coach can do that can shift things a bit, but a lot of it comes down to, like, if I could coach my ass off, that goalie over there, if he just awesome, I lose. And if my team isn't great, then yeah, I'm in tough. I think that a coach can actually like do minimal, unless you're an excellent one, there isn't as much a coach can do in that one. Kind of same thing in basketball, right? Like it's, if you have the perfect scheme for your team, you can coach your way into a few there. But if I'm facing Luka Doncic, and I don't have a Luka Doncic, there is but so much coaching that I can do. So I think NHL and basketball would be out. Baseball, I think there's a little bit more there that you can do to just get your team to 500 with managing bullpen, lineup optimization, stuff like that. So there is something there. But I'm going to go football because, A, if we're using the NFL, I only need to win 8 games. In baseball, I have to win 81. Like, that's a long time to get figured out, right? So in football, I think I can get there for 8. And I think football, coaching decisions actually can make probably the biggest difference in terms of going for it on 4th downs in the right territory. Being a bit more aggressive going for 2. Having the right plays for it, but being a bit more aggressive in going for 2. Proper timeout utilization. All of those things, I think you can actually get a bit more of an edge in football there. So that's what I would go with. Conrad in the chat saying soccer, CPL, Tommy Wheeldon as my assistant. Yeah, soccer, there is certainly a way, right? Like you can... if you just want to get to 500 or whatever the soccer equivalent would be with draws and everything, like even if you have a bad team, you can just kind of defensive shell. I guess you can in hockey too with a neutral zone trap and all of that. And basketball, you just dribble the air out of the ball or those sorts of things, right? But with soccer, you can do a little bit more passing it around, kind of controlling, and hey, look at that, 0-0 draw. Look what we just did, and just try to move on to the next one. So there is certainly that. Or, I mean, there are strategic ways that coaches can help in all of them. I've probably understated what a coach can do in hockey and basketball and baseball too. But I just think in football, you just see so many times where you can kind of steal an extra point here and there, and an extra first down, an extra possession here and there, manage the clock appropriately, and you can beat some bad teams in the National Football League. So that's kind of where I am at with that. But interesting question from Connor D over there in the YouTube chat. Let's move now to the world of professional wrestling. As Conrad mentioning how I just want 5-4 soccer bangers like we saw at Spruce Meadows this weekend. Yeah, I mean, that's the other way too, right? Like I just said defensive shell. You could go the other way. It's all right, you know what? Everybody, we're just going. It is, we are holding down the sprint button and we're going that way. And if they come back and score, they come back and score, but we're going to just all out blitz these guys 100 times, and one of them things is going to go in and maybe we'll win. So certainly that would be fun as well.